Let me give you a brief breakdown of the quiz making aspect of Edmodo. And I could easily make this video an hour, but I'm going to try to make it brief. You can start out by clicking quiz here, then you get two choices, create a quiz or load a previously created quiz. You don't have a quiz yet, so click on create a quiz. Then you get this screen. Here it gives you a title for your quiz. Click in that box, you can make it anything you want. You can also change that name later. Here you can put the time limit, so that means how many minutes would the students have to complete it once they started it. Then down here you can add your first question. Like right now this is multiple choice. If I clicked add first question, then it would go to the next screen and it would be a multiple choice question. You can also load questions if you've already have questions that you've used in the past. If I click on type, it gives me these choices. Multiple choice. You can give as many choices as you want for the answer. You just have to have at least two. True or false. Short answer, which you have to grade on your own. Fill in the blank, which can be good, but if a student misspells a word, it's going to be counted wrong. It's case sensitive. You cannot put in multiple correct answers for the key, so fill in the blank is pretty tough to use. And matching, you can have as many matching terms as you would like. I selected a multiple choice and add my first question. Now this is on question number 1 currently. This is worth 1 point. If you click in here, you can change the number of points it's worth. My test has been established as it's going to take 60 minutes. Over here on the right, this little number 1 is the total points this test is worth. Currently I have 1 question, so it's totaled it for me and it's made it 1 point. In this box here, you type in what your question is. You can attach a link or a file from your library to that, so you can have pictures in it or videos in your questions. And each answer box, here's answer A, which is currently set to be the correct answer, which you can change. You can also type things in here, or you can attach a link to an external website, or you can attach any type of file to it. Typically pictures are what you would add, but you're a teacher, do whatever you want. If I scroll down a little bit, I can see here's my choice B answer. I can change it and make B the correct answer. I can add as many responses as I want by clicking add response. So you could have, I don't know, 10 multiple choice answers if you want, but that's kind of cruel. Once you're finished with your first question and you want to add another one, you can hit the plus sign here. Once you add that question, you can change the type at any point, or you could once again load a question that you had used from a previous time. Once you're finished making up all of your questions, you can preview it. By previewing it, you will see the test the way your students would see it. You can work through the entire test. At the end, it will tally the results for you, and you know how many questions you missed or got correct, which is nice because it's a good way for you to proofread that you checked the correct answers when you made the key. You can print out the test, and when you assign it, it will ask you who you want to assign it for, which period, and also if you want to time stamp it so that it will appear at a certain time. Making it appear at a certain time makes me a little bit nervous, quite frankly. Here's the results of a test. It has all the students' names over here, so the students have already taken this. This was the final exam from a year ago. So this is viewing all the submissions, and it shows me at the beginning who my top scorers were. If I scroll down, well, pardon me, if I don't scroll down yet, if I click on quiz options, I can have it show the results of the quiz takers, and I can have it lock the quiz. Showing the results means as soon as their test is done, they know which questions they got right and which ones they missed. Locking the quiz means that once you lock it, no one can take the quiz. So if you have multiple periods of the same prep, when a period's over, when everyone finishes the test, I encourage you to lock it so that they cannot show that test to other students, or students can't look at it early. If I scroll down now, there's a breakdown question by question. Green is the proportion of students who got it correct, and the red is the portion of the students who didn't. So as I'm looking down through this, some of these concepts, question number 6, if I clicked on that, I would see what that question was, and I could examine that, and I could possibly think, well, maybe I didn't teach that concept well enough, or I could think, well, that was a difficult concept, and I expected more students to miss that question. So it's really nice, a way to collect data using these tests online.